More than 20 million passengers moved through TSA checkpoints beginning the Sunday before Thanksgiving last year. Heading once more into hectic holiday times, domestic travelers remain without protections the Biden administration sought to add.
I do believe that if passengers are waiting for long periods of time, especially you're talking about 5-6 hours and sometimes a day, should be compensated for their flights.
Renee Montgomery arrived to Atlanta from Houston with no problems Friday. But had her flight been significantly delayed and her airline at fault, she could have been compensated under this now scrapped proposal. If your domestic flight was delayed 3 to 6 hours, that's $200 to $300. Between 6 and 9 hours, anywhere from $375 to $525. And if you sat around for more than 9 hours, you could have received more than $750.
You have an entire family. Sometimes you're not prepared to stay at a hotel, or you may not even have anyone there at that particular city where you're visiting. It may be business and you need to get back home. It could be an emergency. So I think that the passengers should be compensated if they are delayed for a long period of time.
The Biden-era plan covered costs for meals, hotels, and transportation. The Trump administration says all 10 of the largest U.S. airlines guarantee a meal and rebooking without charge. 9 guarantee hotel and transportation.
Now, airline associations sharing tonight this plan would have led to an increase in costs for consumers and would have run airlines more than $5 billion. Tomorrow morning, the FAA flight reduction at Hartsfield Jackson and 39 other domestic airports will decrease from 6% down to 3%. That is a welcome sign as we are less than 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Live at Hartsfield Jackson, Justin Berger, Atlanta News First.